Guys, what's going on? BizzyDad here. You there checking out this Force of Will face-off. I know it's been a while, guys. I apologize. Mike was able to come over. We filmed a few matches. Look at my die right there, but I lose the dice roll. Unbelievable luck. Hopefully that's not an omen of things to come for this game. I am on the left, and I am playing tinkering with another Charlotte deck. I like Charlotte. I call the deck Frostburn because it is a blue and red burn deck that focuses on drawing. Mike is on the right with a really, really good green dragon deck from Vingolf 3. We call it the Spinach Fields, a green-red burn 'em up, blaze 'em up, as you're going to see in this game. Mike won the die roll, and he's going to go first. A little bit surprising. I thought maybe he would try to get the energized, but he's going to go first, try to get the drop on me. I mulligan 2, and Mike is feeling good. He's going to keep it. So there's the big reveal. There's Charlotte, and there is the green dragon. So getting my energized. Mike's going to call a Windstone. Resonance to nobody. Now with the green dragon, anytime a Windstone comes into the field, he's going to play Little Red. I'll go back to that in a minute. Little Red gets +1 for every Windstone, and Swiftness if you control a non-basic. So he's going to swing at me for 400 instantly, and I have to take it. Anytime a Wind Magic Stone comes into the field for the green dragon, a target Resonator gets the ability to rest and produce a color, which makes a very creative possibility. I'm going to play 1 red for Memory to Memoria. It's going to kill Little Red, 400 damage, kill her before she gets too big. It also produces a red, which I'm going to use to play Gwiber, and pass the turn. So Mike's going to draw, recover, and get a green-white. It's a two-pronged attack. Mike's going to play Blessing of Yggdrasil here to go get a special magic stone and put it into his field rested. It's a two-pronged attack in Mike's deck. He will either get you with Little Red or Barust, as you are going to see. And I think this is one of Mike's better decks. It's really it's creative and very frustrating, and you're going to see that in this match too. So it's going to pass to me. I'm going to draw and recover. Oh, let me recover Call Stone, and it's another basic red. Still have my Energize, and Gwiber is on the field. And now I thinking of what to do. Pay 1 red for the Rook Egg, and see if I have any other tricks up my sleeve here. The Charlotte deck is about burn, but unfortunately we haven't seen any burn action yet. So I'm going to pass. Mike's going to draw and recover. Calls a stone. And now technically either Gwiber or the egg will have the ability to rest and produce a color. That resonance hits no matter what, and does not have to be on your field. If you don't have any resonators and your opponent does, they get that resonance ability. So something to keep in mind if you're going to play the green dragon. He's going to play Kaguya's Moonbeam Butterfly. X is 0. He's going to go get a 1-drop, and that 1-drop is going to be... Oh, Little Red. Oh, wow, I thought it was going to be Barust. I got ahead of myself there. It's another Little Red. She's going to gain Swiftness, and she's going to get +4 because there are 4 Windstones. So she is at 7/7 right now with Swiftness. But I do have blockers. So it's going to be interesting to see if Mike goes for the attack here and forces me to make a decision. He's going to... Oh, okay, there's Barust. All right, so he pays for 1 red. Now he's got both of his big hitters on the field. Although, the ironic thing is they don't work well together. Little Red wants stones. Barust doesn't want stones. So he's going to swing at me with 7/7. And now I'm going to block with the egg. And I think this kind of helped make Mike's mind up as to where he's going to go in this game. Now I go and get Kane. This is a really sneaky card that I have a lot of fun with on the casual side. He does a lot of work if he's not dealt with. And we'll see if we can get that going here too. Barust just came in, so he's going to pass. I'm going to draw. Thinking about doing anything before recovery here. Little Red is at 7/7, so she is out of the range of lightning strikes or Memory to Memoria, so I can't get rid of her. So I'm going to now sack Gwiber to herself, draw 2 cards, and then discard a card. What will be the card sent out? It's going to be another Rook Egg. Still thinking about anything before recovery here. Still have the Energize there for blue. No, so I'm going to recover, call a stone, and it is a dual stone, blue-red. Mike is going to respond to that by resting Barust and banishing 2 magic stones. As a result, he's going to destroy a target special magic stone, which is my blue-red. So I'm going to float a blue will before sending the stone to the graveyard. And Barust gains +2/+2 for each magic stone in all graveyards. So every time Barust does this move, he gains +6/+6. So now he is a 6/7. Only negative is that Barust is now rested. So if I was able to come up with a move, I would be able to, if I had anything with swiftness, I can just come right after him. Little Red also now loses 200 because of the windstones that are gone. And now that lets me lightning strike Little Red because now she is under 500. And that just leaves Barust on the field. And again, I think Mike now knows that the Little Red strategy is not going to work. He's going to have to go with Barust. I'm going to play 1 for Kane. Kane is good. He's a 0/400, but if you rest him, he deals 200 damage to your opponent. So this is a good little way to start the burn. I have been able to use 2 burn spells, but not on Mike. So I'm going to pass. He's going to draw and recover, gets a Windstone, and gives Barust the Resonance. So Barust has the ability to rest and make any color. Mike thinking of what to do. Only negative to this Barust strategy is that you start limiting your stones. He's down to 3. He's going to play Magic Stone Analysis, which is good because now he's going to get a basic Magic Stone, put it into his field. It's a green. Resonance trigger again, which he can just give to Barust and not my Kane. And he still has 2 open will to work with, but he doesn't. So at the end of turn, I'm going to rest Kane and deal 200 damage to him. Draw and recover. Call a stone. And again, it's a dual stone. It's a blue-red, and Mike is going to hit that Barust. Trigger to rest, banish 2 stones, and destroy a target special magic. So I'm going to float another blue and send it to the graveyard. Barust is now a 12/13, so he's getting very dangerous. And I'm going to use that blue to play Sniping from the Blind Spot and send Barust back to his hand. So just kind of a delay. Again, this deck is built to burn, stall, and draw, which is kind of interesting. For those of you who play, I'm going to play another Kane. Anybody who plays burn decks, you've probably been in situations where you just run out of cards. You're playing your lightning strikes and your burn spells, and then all of a sudden you only have 1 card, 2 cards. But this Charlotte deck actually does a good job because we have draw spells, and we have Charlotte to J activate because when she flips over, you fill your hand back up to 5 cards. So very good. Mike is going to draw and call a stone. He's going to give one of my Canes the Resonance ability to produce any color. Now I still have the Energize if needed, but he's going to end the turn. And I'm going to just rest both Canes to deal 400 damage to him. You can see how this starts to become a problem if you don't deal with these Canes, especially if I can get a third one onto the field. I'm going to Lightning Strike him for another 5. So now the burning is starting to begin. I'm going to recover. Call stone. Another blue stone, and there's no Barust on the field. So my strategy paid off. I'm going to be able to play Summon for Memoria. It's a 1 blue. I'm going to look at 3 cards, pick 1, put it in my hand, put the rest on the bottom of the deck, and I picked up a Memory of Flame, which is a good standby card in this deck anyway, and I think we're going to see the standby card placed down right now. There it is. And there is no audio, but Mike did sigh a little bit because he knows I'm a fan of standbys, and he knows nothing good comes out of that standby area. Although I'm pretty sure he has an idea of what's in there. I'm going to pass to him. He's going to draw. He gets a red-green. And let's see what he does. Thinking of what to do, he's going to give Kane the Resonance, and he's going to play another Barust. And because of the stones in the graveyard, Barust is going to come right into the field, I believe a 12/13. So anytime Barust comes in, he's going to be a problem, but he's also really big where it's tough to get rid of him. I could send him back to Mike's hand. He's going to play the Timekeeper Elf. This is a 3-drop that brings in a Magic Stone rested when it comes into the field. Again, another good card for Mike's strategy here to just give him more stones to eventually send off for Barust to just make him bigger and bigger. He is tapped out, so I'm going to draw, and he's going to use that ability again. He's going to send off 2 magic stones. He's going to destroy my blue-red. It's already rested, so I can't even float a blue. But once I realized this is what Mike is doing, if you notice, I keep the Energize there for an emergency because I don't. He's not letting me have any other blue access. So I burn him with both canes, and I draw a card. It's another blue-red, but Barust is rested, so I get to use it. I'm going to play Summon for Memoria again. Another good way just to draw some cards, pick one that I need, and put it right into my hand. The rest go on the bottom. And now to figure out what to do. 2 red will up, and both canes. Kane has no attack, so Mike is, of course, safe from me swinging with Kane, but that's not why Kane's there. Kane's out there to rest and just burn. And having 2 is pretty good. If Mike had a Flame King shout, that would really help, but doesn't have it right now. So I'm going to play 2 for Blood Boil to him. That's 600. He's going to accept the damage, and I pop the Memory of Flame from the standby, which says if a chant would deal damage, it deals that much plus 600 instead. So that Blood Boil hits Mike for 12. I pass the turn. He's going to draw and recover. Gets another green stone. He's going to hit the Timekeeper Elf with the Resonance. Mike knows he's running out of time. He's got to figure out a way to get Barust with damage. And look, here's a way. Dreams of Flight. Great card to play on Barust. He's going to roll a die. Hits a 2. Barust is now a 2021 flyer, which is crazy. He's going to swing. Swinging at me for 20 flying. I'm going to use my Energize for a Malefic Ice Wall, which is going to hit a J Resonator from minus 1,000 attack. He is going to use the Resonance on the Timekeeper Elf for white and green to seal it, and that means I'm going to take the 2,100 damage. So big hit. I cannot survive another one of those, and Dreams of Flight has Remnant, so I have to take care of business right now. He's going to draw. Oh, I'm going to draw. He's going to pass. I'm going to burn him. He's down to 9. I'm going to recover. Call a stone. And there's a lightning strike to him for 5. And then rest Kane again for 4. And that is the game. So it just goes to show that Green Dragon deck really is a lot of fun. Barust does a good amount of work. I think the thing in this game was that Mike was not able to get a second Barust to stick on the field. That's where he would like to be. This way, one Barust is using his ability to destroy all the stones, making them both pump up, and then the other one is swinging away, causing big damage. But the Dreams of Flight is a really sneaky addition, and if I was not able to put him away on this turn, it was all over on the next one because he would have just remnanted Dreams of Flight out of the graveyard, hit Barust again, and there was nothing I was going to be able to do with that about it. And that would have been game. So, guys, that is it. Just a quick one of. We didn't do best of 3. We had a bunch of decks that we're tinkering with and trying to have fun with. So we recorded a bunch of casual matches, and we're going to get them on the channel as we go along, little bit by bit, to give you guys new content. But that is it for today. Let me know what you think about the match, about the decks. I'll get lists up soon. And thanks for a few minutes, as always, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.